Hello and welcome back to our HIP New World Order series in Crusader Kings 2. In our last episode we declared a holy war for the Duchy of Sinai down here so that we can hold on to a little land in this area and continue some more conquests after we give out the Kingdom of Jerusalem, or grant them independence, I suppose. So let's continue. We already have our troops on the way down, and we have a new Grand Mayor of our Republic who is not especially happy with me. He's a strong and stressed lunatic. Okay. Don't really want to give him 141 gold, but I will. Appoint him High Almoner as well, which should make him relatively happy at least. So we know that the Sultan here has... Oh, I thought he only had about 30,000 troops. Okay. Turns out it's 40,000. We can still handle him though. And our daughter, Princess Melissa, has come of age and become a brilliant strategist, so she joins Princess Euphrosyne here as a pretty talented character. She'll probably get granted some land down here as well if we have enough to give out. We should get her married as well, preferably to somebody who is maybe strong as well. Ooh, there's a strong 18-year-old. Oh, we need to get her married matrilineally though, of course. So that might change who is interested. 48, younger would be better. Tall would be okay. Sure, I'll go for tall. Okay. So our first batch of troops has arrived. Let's see. Seems like all of these counties are desert, which is a little annoying. We don't really have enough troops here yet to be confident about fighting his entire army if it shows up, but I think we'll advance into his territory anyway and start our sieges. Probably should have made sure we split our armies up a little bit more so we didn't take any attrition. Oh, and there we go. There's pretty unfortunate battle already. I guess we'll try to reinforce this if we can. We got there, so this should be a victory unless he gets more reinforcements of his own in. Okay, already up to 41%. That's pretty good. And speaking of reinforcements, we have the rest of our troops arrived, or most of them. I don't think I'll bother taking the rest that we have up here, since we probably won't need them. Just disband these ones. And he is heading in to attack my 6,000 with 13,000. He's going to be there on the 9th of October. These guys are going to be there on the 12th. We'll start sending even more, but we might change his mind with these 9,000. We did not, okay. I think this battle should be a victory as well, especially once our huge stack of reinforcements gets in. And we're already up to 85%, so looking pretty good so far. Unfortunately took some attrition there. So our husband has improved the opinion of this duke, which is good. And for now I think we'll just leave this here to siege and hopefully not take too much attrition, but The fact that there's smallpox in here means that's pretty likely. I don't want to give up the siege progress. Kind of think we have to, though. My daughter Rafaela is modest and humble, never showing off or bragging. We'll quietly encourage her. And this 19,000 is actually not enough to profitably assault this, so I guess we'll just wait and siege naturally. Okay, my daughter Elide is mastering the art of swordsmanship. Good for her. She doesn't have the same natural talents as many of her sisters, but lovely become a decent character anyway. Our Duke has given us bizarre and repulsive evidence concerning the Queen's sexual preferences. I don't know how many times we have to tell you people that we do not care. As long as she is not causing me trouble, it's not important. And we're taking attrition here because of some kind of disease. Smallpox. So let's not do that. And our Countess Palatine has died, so we have a new one who is happy enough. Okay. So no sign of any additional armies yet from him, but he should have some. Still has 23,000. My husband asked me for a fief of his own. We'll mention a church career. And he had his chance to go off and conquer Aquitaine, but he didn't for whatever reason. The Queen, our sister, has died. Oh. Of poor health at age 35. That is unfortunate. So our 13-year-old niece is now the Queen of Jerusalem. Okay. So a few sieges here should be enough to get us to 100. And if we do happen to have to fight another battle or two, that's fine as well. Got a granddaughter who is strong, but unfortunately has a hair lip. And we need to get Princess Madalena here educated with somebody else. We do not have the ability to do that ourselves, I think. So I guess we'll just give her to somebody who's going to give her a good education trait, and preferably who could benefit from having their opinion improved. So I think Grey Eminence would be fine, and our new Countess Palatine here could absolutely benefit from having her opinion raised. Oh, and you have annoyed the Duke. Okay. Not great. Not sure what that message was I just dismissed, but that's okay. Was it a county being converted or something? No, I think we have still the same ones here. Oh, apparently we're trying to convert one that's already Catholic, so let's move him. And we want to siege here. Prisoners will go into the dungeons, of course. Everyone into the dungeons, and we're at 100% thanks to those 2 sieges. Okay, so we'll enforce our demands here. Gain all the titles. We'll click our grant recently acquired land button to just give these to yeah, I think we'll just give these to random nobles, and then we'll give some land to one of our daughters later within the same kingdom. Okay, so these are granted. We can indeed usurp the duchy title as well, so we'll do that. And we'll just give it to one of these people at random, basically. Duchy of Sinai. No, this doesn't affect our vassal limit too much. And all of these troops are in home territory, so we can disband them freely. And this should be all retinue, I think. Yes, so don't disband this. We fulfilled our ambition to win a war, which is great. We can take the ambition to convert a province, which we are actively trying to do, so I think we'll do that. We'll disband these boats and get our retinue onto these ones and send them back home. My ward Elite is inquisitive and asks so many questions it is hard to answer them all. I try my best, and for every answer I give, it seems to like me even more. So we become close friends. Oh, nice. So unfortunately, it is going to be a few more years before we can take another duchy down here in a holy war, and I think I would like to wait to do that before we give Jerusalem their independence. So that will be basically the last thing we're waiting for. We'll do as many conversions as we can in the meantime, but I'm not going to worry too much about a few counties not being Catholic yet. And the Queen here will be of age by the time that happens. So that will be fine. She had better get married matrilineally, that's all I'm saying. I have a dangerous faction as well, the Lower Crown Authority faction. Maybe we can arrange a betrothal for her just to make sure. I think we'll only have access to people in our court doing it this way. Don't really have any appropriate characters available. Okay, well, never mind. We'll just have to trust that she is smart enough to get herself married matrilineally. Alright, so a lot of these people are pretty annoyed for whatever reason. Raise levies, female ruler, all the usual stuff, I guess. Well, we have a decent amount of money, so we can send some gifts out, I suppose. Probably just our last round of gifts has worn off. These people have such expensive taste. Duke Bruno the Despised. Wow. Why so despised? I guess we don't know. Well, we won't bother, I think, bribing him since he has a pretty negative opinion, and we can probably get enough other people out of the faction to effectively neuter it. An envoy gave me a gift of baklava, delicious as it is, without any rival in syrupy sweetness and culinary delight, one would think. Okay, that's a weirdly phrased sentence. I'm not sure where that was going, but that's okay. If only I could have baklava forever and evermore. We're eating good food, giving us extra diplomacy and health for a year or so. Actually 6 months. Which is fine, and our Crown Authority faction is looking significantly less dangerous. I don't think we need to be too worried about this independence faction either, just yet. We should be able to declare war on Flanders by now, though. No more truce with them. So I think we'll go ahead and declare war over our duchy here. We have a de jure claim on that county as well. And, oh, we apparently don't control this entire county. In fact, some of it is under Aquitaine, it looks like. Aquitaine has a holding, and Flanders owns this one. that's kind of messy. We'll probably have to tidy that up at some point, but for now we'll just take the duchy. And I never disbanded my boats here, so we'll get that done. And we'll probably be able to just use a subset of our levies for this without having to anger all of our vassals. Let's hope that's enough. We can always raise more if we need them. But I suspect we probably won't. Flanders is already at war with somebody else. Let's see what's going on there. Defending against Holland, okay. And defending against Savoy and Wendland. Well, let's hope they are too busy to even fight us. And our truce with Venice is about to expire as well, so perhaps we will go to war with them later. Had a county converted down here. Oh, it was actually one of the ones that we just conquered. 2 of those are Catholic already, actually. Which is pretty good. A new Duke of Burgundy, okay. Who's only 13. And our armies are all gathered together here so we can go ahead and march on our target duchy here. Looks like we're going to catch this army, probably. Which is nice. And let's split up a bit so we don't take unnecessary attrition. We'll go fight this 500 as well. Pretty large army from Wendland over here. We missed that 500, but that's fine. And I guess we may as well split this up again and siege the whole duchy. Okay, this Duke is up to 78. And our factions are even weaker than previously, which is great. When I introduced my friend to Princess Elite, I had high hopes. I hoped they would become fast friends so that we could spend time together, the 3 of us. So we're doing all kinds of friends, which is nice. I guess only 3 of them. 2 daughters and our brother. And we do have a rival, of course. Alright, so we should just be able to siege down these 3 holdings pretty easily, and we have a peasant revolt at the same time in Bar. Well, we've already raised your levies, but we do have plenty more available from other vassals over here, which we should be able to put to use putting down these peasant revolts without having to divert any of our other armies. 10,000 should be enough. We should probably actually bring our retinue up here as well, since they are just doing nothing down there. The lady almost ran me down as I entered the hall. Tearfully, she told me that my daughter Elide had insulted her again. So we'll say, "But my dear lady, you are fat." She'll become honest. A learned Jewish man has appeared at your court. He comes highly recommended in the arts of bookkeeping and administration. Already he has suggested several ways of improving the bureaucratic efficiency of the realm, and he could potentially make a fine steward. We can get a courtier named Chia and lose the trait zealous. Say no thanks. I'm not too attached to being zealous. I don't mind losing that. We'll gain a courtier. Check him out. He's a pretty decent steward, I guess. So we have a better one than our daughter. So I think Flanders may not even have an army at this point. 2,500. So we're probably not going to need to worry too much about fighting them. So a son was born to my daughter Melissa and her husband, okay. He was tall. Nice. And I am ill. Alright. Well, our daughter is of age, and she is a pretty good character, apart from the whole lunacy thing. But overall pretty good, so if we do have to inherit, at this point it wouldn't be the worst thing ever, but we'll probably be okay. We're gonna have to wait to find out until the next episode, though, because we're out of time for now, so thanks for watching, and join me again then.